Hi, it is iYikkam time again. So in the past few days, I have spent many hours in the phone, just try to explain to different Wing Chuners friends on what is internal, and the questions from this Wing Chun friends range on: is that true that if I put my tongue on the top of the roof and then practice Wing Chun for 1 hour and then special control my breathing, then some days I'll get internal power? 2, do I need to practice Tai Chi to get internal power and make my Wing Chun internal? So I spend hours try to explain to everybody what is internal. Okay, and today I want to do this video so that once for all, up to next 500 years or 1000 years, people know what is internal means. Okay, and we actually want to discard this term internal. Okay, Wing Chun is a comprehensive art. It is like your cell phone today. Okay, your cell phone is a 4G phone. Okay, you don't need to say, oh, I have a 4G iPhone 7. You have an iPhone, is already 4G inside there. Okay, so why is that need to say 4G iPhone? You don't need to say that. Okay, and people keep doing that is because people don't understand what is a 4G means. Okay, so today I want to use the most simple way to explain to you so that you know exactly what is all this internal terms is about, and how is thing come together, and why we in Wing Chun need to discard the term internal. Okay, now internal, it just means you know your body more. You know your body, you're aware of your body more, and you be able to get into different state of your body. So what do I mean? Knowing the body more means, like if I know my fingers more, I know my eyes more, I'm aware of them more, that is what it is. And what about this getting into the state? Well, simple. Sleeping is a state. When you need to go to sleep at night, you don't even think. You just say, I want to go to sleep. You just lay down there and you go to sleep. And when you wake up, you wake up. You don't have to think, I have to do this way, I have to practice this, I have to do this. You don't. You just say, okay, I get into sleep. That's it. Okay? So, the so-called internal art, according to ancient Chinese culture, okay, internal development, Chinese culture, disregard of any martial arts or Taoism, Buddhisms, or whatever, or traditional Chinese medicine, is only dealing with this. You know yourself more, you know yourself in details better, you be able to get into the state you want to get in. Like for example, when you want to sleep, you go to sleep. Period. You don't have to spin your brain. There's no philosophy of Zen, Tao, Tai Chi. You sleep because you're human. Can you get to sleep? Can you enter the state of sleeping? That is the questions. Okay, it's not philosophy, and you can go study all the philosophy. But how to get into sleep? How do you sleep? got nothing to do with that philosophy. Because when you sleep, you don't even need to think. Okay? Now, today, in Chinese martial arts, in Wing Chun, all over the place, everybody like to quote, oh, you know, I have to be this way, that way, this grandmaster said this, that grandmaster said that, using yi and all this thing. You know what's that like? That's like when people cannot sleep, you can give them all the philosophy, all the saying by everybody and the psychiatrist. If that guy cannot sleep, he cannot sleep. So the quote-unquote internal training is knowing one and knowing about the state of sleep and be able to enter into sleep at will. Okay? So that's what it is. Now, to know oneself better or to aware of oneself better and be able to get the sleep, it has sequence. Human has to have sequence, layer and layer. That is where the 6-13-3, 6 core element, 13 state, and the 3 system key come into play. Okay? First, the body has to be dealt with. We have to deal with this physical body, and then the mind, and then the breathing. Only then the chi surface. Only that we can deal with the force, the strength in our body. This is called the body of the art, the engine, and the development of this is the internal art or the internal development, the Chinese ancient, according to ancient Chinese. Now, is that any reference or tangible things we can talk about that if anybody really trained in internal? Is there anything which is objective, scientifically we can say that guy really have trained, have some kung fu or some development internal? Yes. So just don't recite somebody's saying, okay? Or you have to be loose, you have to be this and that. The body, if one have the development of internal, the body, when one stand, equal shoulder stand, one be able to sway. Because it go through the state of open up the body, loosing and linking, and loose and link, and then it go to the state of the lightweight. When one get into that state, at will, the body will feel really light and sway. Okay? It's that light. So it is as in my book, the Basic Ancient Wing Chun Kuen Science and Art. This is the 3 state, and this is the first 3 state of the 6-13-3. One need to be there. Otherwise, one have no idea of this body. That's why people like to argue. Oh, no, I do bong sao this way. What is relax? What are you talking about? If you reach the state of lightweight, the minute you put up there, you know your upper body, your shoulder blade, and your lower forefoot is dislocated, disengaged. Okay? It's split, separated. But if one do not have that development, not be able to enter into the state of lightweight, then one can sitting down there argue the whole lifetime, one still don't know what the heck's going on. Okay, so that's the first state. The body has to be swayed, lightweight, like waving in the wind. That's how lightweight it can be. The second, the mind quiet down right away. It settle, it quiet down right away. Meaning really clear. It's not tunnel vision. It's not like I have to use my yi or my intention, total concentrations, total focus. No. You just drop it and then it get into the quiet down. It's like what? When you want to go to sleep, you just say I sleep, and then your body just rest, and then your body, your mind just get into the sleep state. That's what it is. Okay, the mind is getting to the quiet or silent state. It's not drowsy or sleepy, it know everything. Clear. It's not tunnel vision either. It's not using any kind of force or pressure tense. No, it just be like that. Enter like sleeping. Okay. No dream sleep, but you know aware of the around. That's quite. The body switch to the lower abs breathing. You just switch the state of the breathing pattern, the breathing mechanics, and we can do it in open the eyes. The body is loose and it become light. The mind quiet down. The breathing switch to the full body breathing. One can sway there, okay, like the wind, the willow tree waving under the wind. That's why I call wind wave the plum flower. This is Sanzhuang. When people talk about Sanzhuang, this is Sanzhuang. It's not holding something like crazy. No. That's what it is. You just get into the state. It's like you're standing there, you say, I want to go to sleep. You let go and you go. And can one sleep here? Sure. And one can open one eyes and still in that state. That is the doorway enter into the internal art. Without that, the meditation will not work, the chi flow stuff will not work, the internal martial art stuff like a jing and all those kind of chi will not work. This is an objective thing. Without attain to this, get into this doorway, forget about it. It's just all talks and misleading other people. Okay? So then people ask me, oh, you know, should I put my tongue up there? Then get chi? Forget about it. The reason why the tongue go up there in the physical element, core element, because if once your tongue go up there, you have a better, easier, more effortless breathing to do deeper breathing. Try it. When your tongue going down and the tongue going up, when you close your mouth, see which one get you to breathe better and deeper. The tongue going up will do that. That is just for the first layer. Okay. Of course, it will have a significance on the chi layer of the sixth core element, or the chi element. But if one don't even understand what does it do for the physical element, why bother talk about something in which is totally out of reach? Not to mention one not be able to get into light state of the physical body. So when one get the light state of physical body, the mind quiet down, the tongue go up right away, it switch to the full body breathing. That is what it is. The entering of the internal art. Without that, forget about it. So if you want to practice Xu Lim Tao, internal, you want to call it internal, without getting to this, forget about internal. One can practice a whole 10 zillion lifetimes of Xu Lim Tao, but if one never get into this state, be able to handle it at will, one never have anything to do with internal. Why? Just read the iYikkam Xu Lim Tao King Kit 1840, the first stanza. Call back your thought. That means is silence. Union with your sun, union with your energy, which is supporting your mental and body activity in the physical equal shoulder stance. That is when your body is waving. Okay? If one cannot enter into this state, forget about it. You can talk all you want. We want to talk, we can talk about all we want. Qi, Jing, blah, 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 but hey, can we enter the state? Can we sleep? Can we read the big psychology book this thick and get into the sleep, or we sleep, or we can sleep even no matter how much information we read. Okay, so internal is just that. It doesn't matter what martial art, internal martial art, whatever. If one cannot do that, one cannot even meditate. How can one summon the chi? It can. Okay? So, after one be able to do this swelling, the whole body aware, be able to enter the state, that is the time one will sense the chi flow of the body, or the energy flow of the body surface. Because the sensitivity of that person now is really sensitive. It be able to sense it. And only it be able to sense it or call that chi up, it be able to play with it. Again, when you play with it, you need to know which meridian how to flow according to the yellow emperor classic. Otherwise, you create problem. Why? You disrupt the body, the engine timing and so forth of the body. This body is like a car engine. If you disrupt the fuel line and then the machine timing, you're going to screw the whole thing up. Okay? So there's one side of the chi. The second thing is one be able to handle the action-reaction force of the every part of the body. Because right now the body is aware of itself, be able to enter into the state. Okay? Now, why do I raise the 7 bowls? 7 bowls. You can read all the history, including the Tai Chi and so forth. See who raised the 7 bowls. Well, I raise it here, about 7 bowls and so forth. And that's not the same with the Yang Tai Chi or the 9 pearls or the 6 harmony. Why? Because anybody be able to enter that state of the body is in the light state, and the breathing and so forth that I just show you, be able to know if I do not handle my feet, there's no way I can handle the action-reaction force. Again, Newton's law of human biomechanics. I have to stand on the ground. I am not levitate. Okay? So I need to have the feet to support or the coupling tightly or to play with this. Frictions and everything goes. In order just to work with the earth or the floor. So you need the 7 bowls. Without that, it's hopeless. And if one's body in the light state, when one touch it, one know the 7 bowls is there. The 7 bowls, call it whatever you like. And when we touch it, when there's an action force going that way, there has to have a reaction force coming in. You like it or not. We cannot deny that. Why? Because this is real life. This is law of physics. We live in a physical world. There's no such thing as you put the action force and there's no reaction force. Unless, you know what? Unless we don't aware of it, we hold on the what do you call it? The joints and so forth, get stuck rigid there, and we don't even feel what is the reaction force coming back. Okay? So that's about strength. So when people talk about push out, a push hand, or all those kinds of sensitive training, it's just developing those kind of stuff. Okay? So now, all of this is in the 613.3. All of this is in my first book, the Basic Ancient Wing Chun Keen Science and Art. Okay? That is according to the ancient standard. So let's drop all the label of the style and everything. If one want to talk about internal, one know about oneself better, and one have the ability to enter into the state, and one be able to handle the chi flow and the action-reaction force in the body to the minimum. One doesn't have to be expert or extremely skillful, but at least one can get there. One can command the body to get there. Okay? What magic? Nothing magic. We can keep coding the 6 harmony and everything, but if one doesn't understand, or one not be able to aware, and one not be able to handle or get into the state and handle the action reaction of force, what is the point for the 6 harmony and all this stuff? It's just words, go nowhere. Okay, whatever I'm telling you here, get a lab, book up a lab in Harvard or even the National Geographic, where they tested the martial artists. Put sensor in, item by item, core element by core element, state by state. One ought to be able to enter and let the scientific instrument show the data. That is internal, and that is just the beginning of the internal. Okay, because it's going to refine and getting better and better to handle this. Now, now I make a twist here. What is this got to do with Wing Chun? What is this got to do with fighting? What is this got to do if you face a Kyokushin or a BJJ or a Western boxing or a Thai boxer? What is this so-called internal got to do with that? Well, I can tell you, even you have all this internal, but if you don't learn the style, the momentum handling of different style, we don't know anything. Okay? So stop thinking as soon as there's internal, it's like the omni power, magic power, it cover everything. No, it doesn't cover everything. As soon as one doesn't know the momentum handling, one will get hit, drop flat by those who know the momentum handling. So internal, is that require? No. That's why the guy fight in the street doesn't have to care for this thing. Okay, this is good. It develops the engine. It make one be able to handle even more things. But it got nothing to do with those fighting stuff. And thus, like the 6 core element, one need to know the momentum handling element. Okay. White Crane from Fujian have its own momentum handling. Wing Chun have its own. BJJ have its own way. Thai boxing have its own way. Western boxing have its own way of handling it. If we don't learn that, we don't know. We don't know the style. It's just like the Qi Ji Guang's in his book, even listed in 1560. There are the Taizhu Changquan, the long fist. There are the monkey boxing. There are the short strike. All kind of stuff. They all have different kind of momentum. Okay. So we need to know. Internal is so-called internal is one thing. The art of the fighting is another thing. Without learning the art of fighting, forget about it. That's why I wrote the second book, Beginning Wing Chun. Why? Because we want to clear out, define what is Wing Chun. We cannot just say, oh yeah, you know what? Advanced Wing Chun is Tai Chi. So what is Tai Chi? Tai Chi is internal. So what is internal? Well, you know, we have this Jing, this power. And so what is this Jing and power? Oh yeah, you know, this Grandmaster said this, that Grandmaster said that. And Wang Xiongzai can bounce people away. Have you ever seen what Wang Xiongzai do? Have every question, this is actually non-logical at all, it's non-scientific, non-logical at all. It's just people spiraling around, walking in the circle. And guess what? It's going to screw up Wing Chun. Wing Chun is a comprehensive art. Wing Chun do not need this kind of stuff. Okay, Wing Chun need an education. And saying that, I'm not saying that other people don't know, only me know. No, I don't say that. I say that our Wing Chun ancestors have designed the art as a comprehensive art. If we follow what he say or she say, or they design, then we know the art, we learn the art, we learn the skill. For example, Grandmaster Yip writing in his interview prior his passed away, 1972. Wing Chun Tan Bong Fok is received, but how many do that? We all know. Okay, this is why I like to put this straight in the records. Grandmaster Wing Chun, Grandmaster Yip Man is no god. Everybody have their pro and cons, weakness and strength. Will not be able to know everything. However, you look at this. Prior to his passing away, what he do? He make that videotape of himself, the movie of himself, where now we can see all in the YouTube. Okay, he make the interview. What is that about? That is about he want to leave something, so that the generation come later know what exactly he's talking about. We need to respect that. Okay, we need to respect that. We need to bow on that. Well, I can say, you know, I can nitpick at him, or this is not right, that is not right, but no, put it aside. You're looking at a human being who tried to preserve the art before his passing. Do we listen? We don't. We just go all the tangent. Okay. So that's what is the issue now here. All this internal and everything. So why don't we follow what Grandmaster Yip Man teach? Why don't we follow what Yikkam Queen Quit 1840? Why don't we follow this the stick body short strike general riding and go up to the Chi Chi Guang riding, saying that the first thing, the body has to be agile and lively, which is put on the other video. Why do we have to go create our own style and then get this Tai Chi, that is that Zhan Zhuang, everything? You know what? Tai Chi is not even exist here yet in 1560. Really? Even Chen Tai Chi is based on the 1560s Chi Chi Guang's riding of Chan Quan. Going down, you know, like if you read Tang Hao, the Chinese martial researchers stuff, okay. So there's a lot of things there, but my point is to make is that this is what the ancient call so-called internal, or get into yourself, know yourself, be able to get into the state. There's another part of the equations about the style, the momentum of that particular style. Wing Chun have its own momentum that never been looked into. And then one thinking, oh, this internal, whatever people talk about, the internal, whatever people don't understand, thinking that will cover everything. Well, it doesn't. So today I want to show you more things, okay? When we talk about momentum, Wing Chun momentum. First thing, Wing Chun do not have block. Wing Chun do not have deflect either. You look at the YouTube, in the YouTube, people say Tan Sao is a block, okay? Or Tan Sao is a deflect. No matter they call it a block, they call it a deflect. All the same, they push forward. When you push the thing forward, or withstand the thing forward, or pressure forward, it is not a receive. How can you receive something while you're pushing it up? So in the website, in the YouTube, you can see all the thing. Oh, Wing Chun is not the block. Wing Chun is the deflect. But you know what? You do it this way. Push it front. Well, block or the reflect is just still pushing this thing away. How is that received? When Grandmaster Yip Man wrote in his interview 1972, he said receive. Receive, receive. Receive is not going to push out. Then the Queen Queen of Xu Lian Tao Wing Chun saying Lai Lao. Coming, I receive. Lai Lao. Coming, I receive. But everybody keeping doing this. That means we don't know what is the momentum of Wing Chun, even in the very small scale. Okay? Number one. The second thing is this: the long fist and then the short, stick body short strike. Is that difficult to understand? No, it's simple. Just let's take a really simple, ordinary Wing Chun move. Okay, everybody know this is the center line. When the punch come, I get to that angle, and then I do tanta. Everybody know that, right? Thus get the angle and tanta. Is this Wing Chun? Is this Wing Chun? And since Wing Chun is a soft art, is this Wing Chun and soft art? No. This is not Wing Chun. This is not soft art. Why? When you get to the angle, when you do this arm forward pressure is pushing him away. This punch, the chain punch this way, is pushing him away. This is not soft. This is not receive. This is not Lai Lao Hui Song. In fact, this is dangerous like hell. Why? If I do this to him, the strike I'm using is called power strike. For pressure. That type of strike, power strike, shooting in or pressing in, okay, is going to push the opponent away. And if you meet for example a Thai boxer, you push him away, or a taekwondo, push him away, guess what? It's going to use this distance to do a turning kick or a turn elbow right away in. That is long fist. Okay? Straighten the arm, bang in, try to continue. This is a power strike, and it's going to push that guy out. He can use that, make use of that to turn back, either with a elbow or a round kick or a back kick or a side kick, because you have this room. That is long fist. That is, and then this is hard. This is hard. So how is Wing Chun, according to Lai Lao Hui Song and Grandmasters Yiman's receive is working? Okay, it's simple. Get into the same angle. Okay, receive, getting close and using an injection kind of punch, a strike, inch power strike, snap strike. We all know by physics, snap strike is an impulse. When you shoot an impulse in, the opponent is not going to experience the force like a power strike way, pushing him away. The body is stay there, but the force penetrate. It's a snap impulse strike. Thus, a Wing Chuner is not pushing him away, but inject that force or insert that punch in. This is receiving him. He's not going to go away, and this time the body is getting close. And the Cham Kyu, angular momentum stuff coming in here. So, show you again. This type of stuff and two different things. That is momentum. So, using Wing Chun's techniques in this kind of hard and long fist is a case of that. I do that, watching for this opening, and there is a distance which is the opponent love. doing Wing Chun techniques properly, you move in, you receive, it's very close already, you snap him with the impulse. So close, he cannot turn, he cannot make use of your momentum as inertia to start his, to accelerate. My body stick with him, and I twirl at this range. That's the angular momentum handling. Versus over here pushing him away. So if we say, oh yeah, just get the sideways, okay, Tanda, just go bang 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 in. Can we get close to him? No, we are pushing him away and open up all this thing. So proper Wing Chun, you just go in, slam, slam, slam. That's what you want. It's close. This is stick body short strike. That's why it's called stick body short strike. Again, sometimes people do this. Bong. The punch here, bong. Stay this distance. You crazy. You know why? Open up this. That round kick can come in. Okay? Or different thing can come in. So when you want to bong, you go in. You receive him. I want to strike him, I strike him. I'm not going to do this. Open up everything. I'm in his range. I actually don't interrupt his center of gravity or anything at all. I just go do this. This is called 追手. Chasing for hand. For hand. For arm. He's going in like that. Stick at him. Insert. Interrupt handling his center axis. Okay? All this is momentum handling. I don't design it. In fact, I'm not good at it. I just present it as what the ancestor from the Red Boat and the Chinese ancestor from 1560s passing down. Because I believe everything needs to be in education way, like the university way. That's why we need to open up this. Now, go back to internal. How is one supposed to know this is a long fist and this is an improper execution of Wing Chun Tanda than this? If one never know this momentum, one do not know what's going on. One can be sitting in meditation, get into handling of this, chi and everything, but still one don't know this. Okay? So, both of this, the body aware and be able to get the state, and this handling of momentum is within Wing Chun, comprehensive. Why do we need to go somewhere else, go internal this, internal that, while we have no idea this is a kiss of death, this is a kiss of death, and we don't want to go stick body. It's too dangerous to go stick body short strike. We go all off tangent. So I spend hours to explain this to many Wing Chuners. We need to get this straight, man. This is just basic. That's why I wrote the second book. It's about all this line, how I'm going to receive this, what kind of footwork. All this is Wing Chun. And I don't know much. I only know basic of what the ancestor passed down by writing. Okay? So, this is what it is. It is not that difficult to understand, right? So this is to share with you today. Again, I am not some kind of guru or grandmaster or anything. I'm just a researcher, and I want to propose to bring Wing Chun into the university. so that it can be studied as ancient Chinese art or Asia study art, and it can be able to test it and experiment, observe in the physics or physical education's laboratory with the EEG, EKG, all this kind of thing. Okay, so I hope that this will be able to show you what it is there. Don't look for something which is away from this. Nothing exists away from this, because we are human, live in the human world. If we do not understand this momentum, we have no way to know what is Wing Chun. Okay?